welcome back to our channel. We are the Pageant Gurus and we're back after an extremely long break. Guru, how do you feel after coming back for so long? I mean, life can just get so unpredictably busy, doesn't it?
Yes, just like, when Miss Panama in 2003 got to know that she has become, 2002, when she has become Miss Universe at the back of a limo. When, Miss Universe 2002, Oksana Fedorova, she either resigned or she was fired. So yes, life can be as unpredictable as ever, but then that's the beauty of the human spirit. We never die. And similarly, both of us are here back in our summer look. So how does it feel to be back live on camera?
I know it's been crazy and it's raining everywhere. Guys, be careful, stay safe, and well, we got a fun show today and it's gonna be really super.
Really? Super or Supra?
Supra. Okay, so Guru, come on, tell our viewers what is in store for them today.
So guys, this is Miss Supranational and we are here to talk about our fearless forecast of the top 15 candidates that we feel are going to be vying terrifically for the crown. So we had Miss Supra 2022, Lalela Mswane from South Africa, take the crown last year. And we're going to see who is going to be her worthy successor. So one thing that I can tell you about this contest is that you'll require at least 2 liters of black coffee because it goes on and on and on and on. So it's I think one of the few European-based contests, and normally you have either the Asian, Thailand, and Vietnam's getting the universes and the charms, or you have Miss World, which is the UK. So this one comes from Europe, so you can feel the easiness and the breeziness. It's not very fierce, but I believe we are going to have an interesting show tomorrow night. What we'll do is we'll start off with the few bubbling up candidates that we felt that almost made it there to the top 15. Some special mentions, and then we're going to talk about our top 15 based on the preliminary competition that was held a couple of days back. So Emma, would you help in putting up the screen for
Okay, guys, so here we go. This is going to be, as usual, as you know, we're going to go from our top 15 to top 1, and we're going to share categories and our views as well as to why we chose these. So, okay, so we're going to start off with
So
we've been having glitches today.
I also finally yes,
can you
see that.
It?
I can see myself.
Yeah, we can see ourselves.
So let's go to the first set of, I would call it a Supra pool, which is a set of candidates that almost made it. So let's move there and see who were they. All
right, guys, here is our predictions, and we've got the almost there category. Guru, tell us a little about what is almost there.
I think there are about 9 of them. I would call them the Supra pool. We had Nicaragua, which is fresh of breath air. There's Bolivia, who wore a very nice gown. Korea, yes, but no. Slovakia, I think, wore a very big gown. If you said it was like purple, it was like sea urchin. There's Puerto Rico, Spain was there, Guatemala was interesting, though she had a very long neck. There's Vietnam and there's Indonesia. Vietnam and Indonesia normally do well, but I don't think they have the punch this time to make it to the top 15.
I am surprised. I'm surprised that Spain and Vietnam, I think they will, I'm not sure top 15, but probably Spain, definitely. European, I think, yeah, for sure. Well, we'll have to see that, right? Okay, so let's quickly go into our number 15, right? All right, so here goes. Canada and Dominican Republic. All right, so got them. Why Canada at 15?
I think Canada, there are 2 parts to it. Normally, Canadian women are very well spoken, and she's, no exception to the rule. But what's interesting is normally Canadians are not good when it comes to their evening gowns and the way they present themselves. They're very run of the mill. But I believe if you look at the gown, and I'm sure you can believe the fact that this is a very MGI gown. It's a very
I've seen it.
eye-based gown. So
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that will put her, at least the advantage that she should have had will be maintained because of this gown. Having said that, why she's low down my list is because of her sudden jerk in expressions. So sometimes she's smiling, immediately you'll see half a smile, then you'll see a quick turn, and smooth transitions is very important. Your pageant girls were preparing, your pageant flags. Of course, we know the fact that it's not something which is like a slideshow. It's like a movie. You present yourself, and I think that's where a little bit of training would have helped, and that's why Canada is at number 15.
I like Canada. I liked her in the supermodel one where she wore that pink dress and it had this big lovely cape with flowers. It was fantastic. I mean, her outfits are not bad. Like I said, what ruins it is her face. Like when she's walking and moving, she does not know how to control her expressions. Dominican Republic is very beautiful. I love this gown, and if you will notice, my candidates, all that I've chosen are colorful. All have worn color, by the way, except for...
I think the era of the silver and the gold and the bronze is
done.
out.
Please stop doing gold. And you know what? Less is more. You don't need to have everything embellished. Embellishment has become so passé now. It's boring. Everything does not have to sparkle to stand out. And so I think Canada's gown was a little over the top. This one was beautiful because I love the color. It was very different, and she has a beautiful face. I'm not sure how else she's gonna work it, but we'll see. All right, so we go.
What I like about Dominican Republic. Few things I like, and few things I'm still on the iffy side. Love her eyes. Her eyes are so magnetic. There's something very strong, powerful, yet very gentle, very hazel. Like a doe.
Yeah.
What I also like is, if you look at the gown, the puffs is very similar to the preliminary gown of Miss USA Arbini Gabriel, where she had this purple thing covered.
Yes, it was.
She moved it out.
Yeah, there are few
the
designs that, if you've noticed, it does have the Arbini thing to it, which we will see.
And even if you remember Miss Universe first runner-up from Venezuela, her preliminary green gown, she also had these poofs and then these curtains flowing.
Exactly. And the identical thing, I think, at Mrs. Globe. I forgot her name. She actually won the People's Choice at Mrs. Globe, and she had the similar thing in purple, and she had the same top, identical to Miss Venezuela, and I like that. I like that. Okay, but even if though you were getting inspired by it, it looked beautiful. So I love this. And I like this. So, all right. So at 14, we're gonna really go quick with this. We got a lot to talk about. 14, Guru's got USA, and I've got South Africa. I loved South Africa's gown. The blue was beautiful. That's one of my favorite colors. And she has and you know what? If you look at the frame at the back, the way it stands up, it just highlights her entire neckline and her face, and it was gorgeous. So I don't know if anyone noticed this, but the makeup was subtle. And she was it was beautiful. So that was why South Africa, and I do love South Africa, generally I do. So she's there for 14. And Jotham, what do you think you would say?
I think, quite interesting the point that you made about the coral behind, which really contrasts with her skin and makes her face pop out.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, I love South Africa, and you'll see her further down the list. But I have my reasons, and I'll explain there. I'll talk about USA. USA came with a lot of promise initially, because when she was crowned, and very interestingly, she was crowned by judges which were comprising of many of the pageant vloggers. So, there was Alvin, there was the Sovereign was there was, Danny Walker. All of these were actually responsible as judges to crown and find her. So it was very interesting. Initially, when there was this welcome ceremony, even then she spoke very well, but I believe she was too serious in the preliminary competition. She rarely smiled, and that's the reason for her downfall. I don't see her making above top 15, but if she can, she really needs to look and work on her expression.
I was not wowed by her. at all in the swimsuit and in the supermodel preliminaries as well. And in this gown, it's kind of forgettable. So she really didn't do it for me in general. But okay, let's.
I believe the only way she could come, and the reason why I'm putting that is because of her interview. There also is a 1/3 reason why people could or she could get through. But correct, purely because of her evening and swimsuit, she would not have been in my top 15.
Yep. All right, so let's go.
Lucky for some, unlucky for others.
Some, but it's 13.
Okay.
Oh, you got Dominican Republic and Venezuela. Okay, you go ahead, Guru. Dominican.
Dominican, I've talked about her fact that, amazing eyes. I just felt sometimes she's too model-esque, the way she's like looking in expression. There's something not natural about that. I think that's the only thing, and I'm not sure about her communication skills. But other than that, be it swimsuit, evening gown, very, very, posing with intent. She knows her facial moves. She knows her positions where she's really outshining, and she's worked hard. In Dominican Republic, in fact, for the last couple of years, across various pageants are doing extremely well. Look at what we saw in Universe as well. Dominican Republic, second runner-up, doing extremely well. Similarly, Miss Charm, even here. So you never know, she could actually become the winner tomorrow. You never know.
She just might make
a
the
gown
top 5. Yeah, so exactly. And I think we would be surprised eventually. Venezuela, she is extremely beautiful. The gown was fantastic. I love this color. So like it was, her styling, her hair, everything was fine. But then again, I don't know. I just do feel the Europeans have it strong this year. I don't know why. I just feel the Europeans have it very strong. Even though she's pretty, that's probably why I put her on 13. She's definitely a mention, a very good mention, and I do see her maybe coming somewhere in the top 15, but I don't see her progressing much. But let's see what happens. Okay, so at number 12, Guru's got Colombia.
Oh, we have two yellow.
Yellows, okay. Naughty fellows. Okay, so let me go first. Vietnam, I love her. I loved her persona when she was walking and in the swimsuit and everything. And she's got a nice personality. I like when she walked in with the gown, she did a pose and a side pose and then she turned around. So it's like she has taken a lot of efforts to stand out. And she's cute. I like Vietnam a lot. Like I said, we don't know what she's gonna speak in the final event. And her gown was beautiful. I loved color, so it was pretty. I liked it. And so let's see what happens. And Guru, go ahead.
So Colombia is doing quite well at Supranational. They've been doing extremely well for the last couple of years, but they've not really moved beyond top 12, which is why I've significantly positioned her here. Because yes, she's got a banging body. If you look at her swimsuit performance, she is again very confident in how she's doing her passerella. But then I think she was restraining her look, or she was not smiling enough. But that's very Miss Venezuela. They are very conscientious with the amount of or the degree of smile that they give. But I love this color. It's very unique. Haven't seen a yellowish and greenish gown, but I'm sure she'll change that. But I think that's the reason why she's at my number 12.
Okay, great. At number 11, Mexico. Mozambique. Okay. So go ahead. Mexico. I would put her a little higher though, but why her on 11?
What I love about her is that when she came, the screen lit up.
Yeah.
There's she's owning her face, the expression, her smile, her facial expression is a 1,000-watt smile. Yeah. This was a difficult gown to carry. It's not easy. She reminds me somewhere of Sandra Bullock. I don't know, some portion of her expression were very reminiscent of her.
The nose, she does.
And I think this gown is nice. I think a lot of green gowns we've been seeing ever since Venezuela wore that green gown in Universe. And even Miss Mexico last year, if you remember, Miss Grant, she also won a huge green cape. She won the best, the best dress. But then she was nowhere to be found out. For 10 minutes, we were waiting. Where is she? Yes.
That was yeah.
And she finally came out, and then she was like, where she had gone.
Yeah.
So I think focusing on her, I think she's nice. I don't know whether she'll change her gown or not, but I just like her. She has this very positive look about her. So that's the reason why Mexico. So, but why Mozambique? It's not Mozambique. It's Mozambique.
Mozambique. Look at her face. It's beautiful. It's actually very beautiful. And I don't know if that is a wig or is that her real hair, but I hope it's something more natural. But I don't know, the way she was, especially even in the swimsuit round, I don't know why I liked her. She had a very soft face. I don't know who she reminds me of. Was Aishwarya Rai or who? I don't know. There's something with her eyes that she was working that kind of was like, that's something very cute. That's why I like Mozambique. And I don't really see this country. And I will always go for the underdogs. If you've watched us for a while, I will always choose the ones that no one talks about. And
I don't think Mozambique has ever come in.
I don't think anyone mentions her or even noticed them anywhere in any pageant, actually. So I like her. I don't know. I like her. There's something about her that was very beautiful. Her gown was not very impressive, but she was. I like her. If you look at her face. I mean, tomorrow's the competition, guys. Take notice of her and let's see what happens. I'm not sure if she's gonna make it, but well, here's hoping. All right. So, okay, we're now at top 10. Okay, here we go. I'm a piggy.
This crown. What do you think about this crown compared to Miss Universe crown? This is also white and blue.
This definitely has a better energy than the snake. It's nice, it's interesting. I don't know how well it'll look on the head because sometimes it protrudes and it doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah, I feel it's like a big fruit bowl.
Yeah, it doesn't sit well. Yeah, it doesn't sit well. I don't think. Anyway, we'll see. Let's see. I think they're gonna get a headache, like you said. All right, at number 10 we have Poland.
Poland. I think we color coordinate them.
Yeah, I think we have. Okay, so I'm gonna go quickly.
So I think purely Poland is purely because of the home country and the sash factor.
Yep.
We've seen Poland come each year just to get the crowds running. But she's nice. But I just felt her gown fabric was a bit too heavy and stiff. It's finding it difficult to walk, easily. Though I love her face, very nice face, and she's well spoken as well. So she just might be at the top 10 mark here or there, but better to keep her in the top 10. What about Iceland?
Iceland, I have liked Iceland in, I think it was Miss Universe as well. I love the look that, I don't know, the whole Viking thing or whatever, but they are beautiful. She is beautiful. She had a very nice walk during the swimsuit round, and she's got a lot of room factor. Like, watch it, like when she is walking, she's got this. She's very, aware of everything and about her body, her eyes, and she works it. So if you see her, she actually works it, and that's what I liked about her. She's got a very sparkling personality. Like I said, I don't know anything about how she's going to talk or what. We're going to see that tomorrow, but I do definitely see Iceland coming somewhere. So we'll definitely see about that. Like I said, the Europeans are stronger this year. So, all right. So here we go. At number 9, South Africa. You got her at 9. Okay. And I got Japan. Okay. Go ahead, Guru.
I think this is, hoping for a back-to-back, but I don't think it's going to happen. Unless she really does something, completely unexpected. And this gown is actually quite interesting. And what I loved about the fact that, the coral thing behind just is very reminiscent of her country and the sea and the waves, and very unusual for her as a hairstyle at Supra. At the same time, when you speak to her, she is so confident. When you look at the Supra chat, she's in the top 5. I even liked her Supra model walk. She was like in a cat suit. So has this very cheeky and very confident, and even when she came second, if we look at the Miss South Africa contest, and at that time she was asked a question by Harnaz about period poverty, and her answer was so confident. It was about who do they blame, women or men, and the confidence with which she spoke, it was phenomenal. So the moment she has a good very unique gown. She moves into the top 5 and she opens her mouth. It just may be game over for everyone else. So yeah, so she's there in the top 9 for me. What about Hapong, Japan?
Japan. I like Japan. I think she's got a very pretty face. I think I love the choker, and usually not many wear jewelry. No, and I've not seen anyone wear any extravagant earrings or anything as well. So I like the choker. I love the color, like I said. But there's something about her. I liked her even in the supermodel. I forgot what she was wearing, but she was
wearing that big hat. You remember she was wearing those hats with those tassels.
Yeah. So there's something about her. I don't know why. I just can't pinpoint it. But I think she is lovely. I think she's very womanly, and I love that. So, well, like I said, we'll see. So that's me. All right. So we go at number 8.
Thailand
and India.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So, all right. Let me go first. India. I am feeling really sad for Pragnya because the styling has been miserable. I'm sorry to say it, but the styling has been horrible. This gown does nothing for her. And from the top to her hips, it just looks all like a cylinder. And there's no shape. There's nothing complementing her figure or her complexion. And this design is done to death. All right. And I'm really sad for everything that they've done in her styling. And if she loses, which I honestly feel she's really not going to make it to top 5, is because of her styling. So all the efforts this poor girl has done is probably why I've put her at number 8, because I'm not sure where she's going to make it, but it's really sad. So, yeah, that's why she's number 8. Guru, Thailand. I did not like her much, actually. I don't know why.
So I think Thailand is purely plastered. She has gone to multiple contests and been in the top 5, top 3, top 5, but never really made it. But this time she won and got the title to actually represent Thailand at Miss Supranational. All throughout her pageant journey within Supranational, she was not bubbling up. She was not giving me the vibes or anything. But I just believe come, the preliminary night, I think she was on point. Her walk, her stage presence, her eyes, so magnetic, so powerful. And even the way she's carried this dress, I was just blown away, both her swimsuit and her evening. However, having said that, I know she has difficulty speaking in English, though she's trying. She should not try. She should get a translator. The English and the question answer part is going to be her downfall, and that's why for me she's here. I have my reservations on India, but then more on that a little later.
I do like Thailand, but I don't know why I feel she's gonna pull an Engfa. She's gonna pull an Engfa, something like that. So we shall see, guys. Okay, and at number 7, please don't glitch on me again now. Okay, Ecuador.
Okay, we have again two
red. We've done that again.
So for me, Ecuador, if you look again, very, very strong when it comes to projections. Swimsuit was amazing. Not too kicked about this gown, to be honest. But Emma, she's also the first runner-up at Miss Grand International 2021. So the year before, we went to when Vietnam had passed on the crown, she was the first runner-up, and I think she's changed her styling a bit. Well-spoken, strong Latina, so that's why she's there. Initially, many people thought that she's going to win it and it's going to be an easy cakewalk. I don't think so. We have more stronger contestants. But I liked her swimsuit a lot. Evening gown, I'm not too kicked out about this belly button. If you see there's some crystals on her belly button, I think that makes it a very grand international look, which may not be appreciated. So she better change her gown. And what about Malaysia?
Malaysia is very pretty. She's a very, very pretty girl. I like her hair and her eyes, and well, she does look Indian, right? I don't know her name. Is she Indian? Is she of Indian origin? I don't know. Beautiful features. This girl's got beautiful features and very, very enigmatic personality. I definitely see her coming somewhere. If not, I would love to see her come somewhere. So let's see. Ecuador, I loved Ecuador, but then again, it had that same Latina feel like we see in all the pageants. That's probably why I loved her, but I don't know why. I'm not sure. I think I forgot to put it. I don't know. I'll have to see. So, all right. So
no, but Malaysia is actually very, very pretty. Malaysia is not the quintessential Malaysian woman that we normally see in pageants.
Yeah.
Even her gown was very interesting. She reminds me of in the year 2007. There was a Korean woman called Honey Lee. And she came in the top 5 at Miss Universe. The glow on her face and I don't know, the proportions of her features are very symmetrical and it's not purely Malaysian. I think that's what's giving her the edge.
Yeah, like her origin, I do need to read up about her. She's very beautiful. Beautiful hair, lovely makeup. I like womanly. And not too much of the plastic look like we see in makeup, which I don't like what the Latinas do. It's simplified and it's beautiful. So that's why I think Malaysia is fantastic. I would love to put on top tip, but I'm not sure how practical that would be. But yeah, let's see. Okay, guys, so we're going to go for 2 more and then we're going to take a break. So let's be quick on this. All right, Guru, at number 6, Czech Republic, and I have Mexico.
So Czech Republic, again, very model-esque. She speaks very well. Probably she could have been in my top 5, but I don't like this gown. It's stale. It's not very fashion forward. We've seen this gown beaten to death. The color is interesting, but that's the reason she's there. And Mexico.
Mexico, I loved this gown. In fact, when I was making a list for the best evening gown, she was number 1. So because that gown was fantastic. Yeah, she was actually number 1 in my evening gown list. Because I love color and this silhouette. This is haute couture. I want to see haute couture fashion on beauty pageants, runways. I don't know why that's not happening. And they're always doing this beauty pageant gowns. Here's a clear example. Czech Republic is doing this pageantry gown which you've seen all the time. This is very, you remember this because you've seen it a lot. This is something you don't really see. Simple, fantastic. I think it's like the perfect silhouette. You don't need, you have a good body. So you can actually play around with different type of silhouettes. And this is why I loved it. I love big embellishments. It's got that 80s thing. And I do love everything that has that 80s, kind of hint towards it. Big puff sleeves and stuff. I would love puff sleeves to come back. So Mexico, like I said, beautiful, fantastic gown. Definitely in my top 6. All right. So let's go to one more. And we're almost in top 5. Okay, so we've got about... Oh my god, this is interesting. So let's do 2. Come on, girl, let's quickly do 2. Okay, number 5. For India, I got Brazil. Okay, Brazil's gown is Arbany. It kind of reminded me of Arbany's.
Yes.
She was inspired by that. So it was a beautiful gown, and Brazil is very beautiful. Fantastic work, amazing confidence. I love her to bits. I definitely see her coming somewhere. And the gown, she rocked it. It's a little too much because there are too many things on it, but it worked for her. And that's why I love Brazil. And okay, Guru, now this is interesting. We want to know about India. What are your views on her?
Okay, so very quickly on Brazil, I think you're spot on the fact that Arbany and Brazil was the first runner-up of Miss World 2013.
What?
So yes,
how old is she?
Yeah. So she's the oldest contestant. She's post 30 years old, and in fact, they've increased the age limit this year, Supranational. So cheers to that. And so she was able to qualify to come here. And breath of fresh air, this black really popped out from a very dazzling stage, which was well lit. Yeah. If it was dull and gloomy, it would have just submerged in it. So yes, I do believe she's going to be vying for the crown. So you'll see her a little later on as well. Let me talk about India now. India, when she was crowned in the Miss Diva pageant in 2022, didn't have high hopes for her at all. I just felt that it's not really a contestant that I would want to do. But I believe the Diva team has done extremely well. And I do believe that she can do extremely well if she changes her gown. I think the gown will again be a gown. If India wants to make it back, if there has to be... So I think it's very important that, India comes with a revenge gown. Ritika Khatnani last year ruined her chances because of that feathery red dress.
Horrible. It was an eyesore.
She could have easily won if she was in the top 5. I don't want that same thing to happen. Bhavna Rao is the designer. This gown is from Bhavna Rao as well, so we don't know whether there's going to be another final gown which is going to be different from what we saw. I hope that's the case. You're absolutely right on the fact that, this was not giving her figure it's not doing justice. It's not even complimenting. It's sometimes she's looking too wide from certain angles. Yeah. The cut was not nice. It looked nice when she's going on steps because that's where the fish trail looks nice. But the stage is not going to complement the kind of dress that she's currently wearing. Plus, I felt her makeup was too dark and her lipstick was too shiny. There has to be some.
She put too much of highlighter in the first introductory. Remember when that happened? The amount of highlighter, she was just shining, and she's got fantastic complexion, and she should just, subtle makeup, accentuate your eyes. You don't have to do too much with your contouring. Leave it natural, and just embrace color. I don't know why, darker skinned women think they can't embrace color when they're choosing a shade of lipstick or whatever. You can do that, and this is something that everyone go neutral and do highlighters and it makes a complete mess. So she honestly has a bad styling problem. She's a wonderful girl. It's really sad that she's not a strong candidate from India this year as Ritika was. Ritika was all set to win it and the gown messed it up. So she had everything spot on. So it's really sad. I do hope she changes the gown, but I don't see her winning. Let's be honest.
I just feel that I don't want to pump her up, but I do feel that she just could win. and the reason, and it's like Nazar, don't put Nazar, but the thing is that she has been the most consistent contestant from day one. If you look at her wardrobe, if you look at all Supra chat, whether she did her this talent round, she's been coming in all these, and reminds me of the fact that, of course, she doesn't compare to Harnaz. Nobody does. But she was from day one. She was day one consistent. I don't think she is naturally beautiful, but she's compensating that with how she speaks and how she's being very friendly. And if Supranational team has been noticing and they want someone who is very relatable, I think that's the kind of woman that she could be. And probably the fact that, Srinidhi Shetty, who was Miss Supranational, the winner, was one of the judges here as well. So if that's the case, we just might be the case that India might be winning that third round.
Let's be honest, if they're not going for looks as much and they're just gonna see her personality, yep, we do see her at number 5. Okay, so guys, we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna come back with the top 3, which is the fun part. See you in a bit. Mwah. Hey everyone, welcome back. And alright, so I made a blunder. We are gonna go from 4th to number 1. We swallowed up number 4. That's not good, right? So here we're gonna go, and we are getting ready. And okay, so Guru, can you see the screen?
Yes, so we were at our top 5 and we were speaking about India. And I hope that she is able to defend the Miss Supranational Asia crown for us. Because last time it was Ritika that won both the Miss Photogenic Award as well as Miss Supra Asia. So good luck to her. But let's see who could be.
Okay, yeah, but having said all that, Ritika was fantastic and she didn't win.
Ritika, please,
I really don't know.
Ritika, if you're ever listening to us, please, we want you at the Miss Universe stage.
Yes,
I think
I wanted her to. Seriously, I thought she would instead of Divita, to be honest. But if she can come for Miss Universe, I think she should. And the Diva contests are going on right now. I hope they pick her. I don't know how it works, but let's see. So, okay, guys, at number 4, we have
Peru.
Peru? I have Nigeria. Okay, so, all right, Guru, why Peru?
Peru reminds me of, I think Peru is a pageant veteran. She's been there in the pageant scene for a while now. I love her confidence. I love her face. She reminds me of Dua Lipa, and the pink is very Barbie-ish, and it's all about pink is the hot flavor right now. But I think she's a breath of fresh air. I think after Layla, she would be a worthy top 5. She could be the winner, maybe, perhaps, but I'm just not showing all my cards. I think she's hiding some cards from us at the moment. But let's see. But I believe she's a top 5 worthy candidate. And what about Nigeria?
Nigeria, I honestly did not notice Peru. I don't know why. Yeah, she's got the same look. I mean, it's nothing new, honestly. Like, I like the ones that are completely ununique to the usual blend. Nigeria is beautiful. I'm not sure how much of it is natural. I mean, if the eyes and the hair and everything, she's got that Naomi Campbell look, and that's what I loved about her. So she's got that cheekbones. I mean, I think that stood out, those cheekbones and the shoulder. She's gorgeous. Nigeria is
even the color of her eyes is very. The color of her eyes is very ethereal. Looks
very,
like
and I'm sure this is natural eyes and there's no lenses or anything. She's beautiful. So I'm not sure how she was overlooked by. I hope she's not. We'll know tomorrow because she's fantastic. So I do have the Africans, and like I said, the Africans and the Europeans definitely. But
for the last 2 years, the African countries from the African continent have been winning. So last year it was South Africa. Before that it was Namibia. So could it be a three-peat? We never know.
You never know. Although I do feel it'll go to a European. To be honest, I'm not sure if an Asian's gonna win this year, but we'll see. All right, guys, we're here. Top 3.
Top 3.
Ooh, okay. Brazil.
Brazil.
And I've got Great Britain. I mean, I love Great Britain. She was beautiful. I loved her in the swimsuit. I loved her in all the preliminaries I've seen her to date. She is very, she's positive. She's cheerful looking. I think that's all I can say about her. She's very cheerful looking, and I like this gown. Jessica Rabbit vibes. I loved it. I'm not sure how she's going to perform tomorrow and how much of an impact she's going to make with the judges, but that is all left to see. And Brazil, well, yeah, I do love her, but I did not think you were going to put her in top 3, honestly. You know something I don't know, so tell us.
As I said, it's been 10 years since she competed. All this while, didn't feel that she was making an impression, but during preliminaries, there was something very fresh about her. Her styling was nice. This gown really was quite unique. I didn't see any other black gown really stand out. Even her both evening and swimsuit, she was on point. She's had that 10 years of experience, from Miss World, being an alpha pageant, coming here. So she really has shined and peaked the right time. Having said that, when you talk of Great Britain, I know why you have her in the top 3. Do you know her name?
Emma?
Her name is Emma Rose.
Well, she's got to win. Emma has to win it this year.
So maybe
guys,
you want to push her up.
Vote for Emma.
So another thing about Emma, about Great Britain, is the fact that she was also competing in Miss Universe 2021, where she came in the top 16 or top 20 when her Naz was actually there. She was in the top 10. Okay. So she talked about Medusa. If you go back to her, interview with Steve Harvey, she has an NGO which talks about Medusa, where she talks about the fact that Medusa was not known in the right spirit. We talk about her as a negative character, but she's actually, it was not a fault for anything, and she's just been blacklisted for no fault. I think that's the reason why she's named her NGO as Medusa or something of that sort. So good to see her back. I don't have high hopes on her because she did not impress us in any which way, but I'm sure her interview is going to go great. So you never know that she would be part of the top 24 tomorrow.
So what I liked about her was the positive energy that I got from her. That's probably what made her stand out for me so much. I did not know her name, honestly, guys, but now I love her even more. So, okay. All right, this is it. Top 2. And the number 2.
Top 2. Zimbabwe.
And Belgium. Okay. You have to go first. Zimbabwe. All right.
So Zimbabwe, for me, you look at her and there is a star quality written all over her face. After a long time, we saw, this kind of quality or caliber of candidate we see normally in Miss South Africa's. She's that level, coming from Zimbabwe. 3-peat could be another reason. Her hair, I love her. Her confidence, her aura, her charm. She knows her, her weight or her persona or her what she brings to the table. She's very self-assured, confident. I just hope she does good in the interview. She might just, tick on my number 1 and be the next Miss South Supranational. Though I don't know whether they're going to give it 3 times to the African region. People might just say that, what's the big deal? As in, you don't find any other continent to find, a representative. So that could be the only reason why I've kept her as number 2. I was not too impressed by her gown compared to all the other elements that she's shown.
I hope she changes it. Yes.
Even in the model round, she was fantastic. But here, I felt that something was amiss. It wasn't bang on. It was not she was not hitting the bullseye to me.
I agree with the gown. The gown was horrible. In fact, in the top 10 of the gowns, she was the worst gown actually. She's so gorgeous. I'm going to speak about her a little later. You know why? On Belgium, I did not like Belgium's gown, but she is fantastic on the catwalk, on the runway when she's walking. And I think there's no country with A, I just noticed. So Belgium is the first to walk. Right?
So Albania was there, but then she left for some unknown reason, from some family or personal reasons. So she came, but then she left.
So every time the show opened, it was Belgium walking in first. And my God, she wowed me all the time. I don't know what it is about this person. She is fantastic. This gown, even though it was quite boring on her, I do wish she changes it. And she's very, very beautiful. She knows how to walk. She knows how to work her face. She has a fantastic body. I love her. I've not seen her speak or anything. Let's see what happens. But I think she has not gone unnoticed for sure. Belgium is very, very strong. I definitely see her coming somewhere for sure. So we're gonna know tomorrow. All right, this is it. This is what you guys have been waiting for, and you guys are gonna be waiting for hours and hours tomorrow. For who's this number 1? So get a lot of snacks and hydrate yourself and get really comfy because it's going to be a very, very, very long show tomorrow. So, all right, this is it. Number 1. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a special.
Thank you.
We got a special message from our very own Mona Lisa, Aishwarya Rai, who has done a bad job with her Botox and just does not want to change her hairstyle, guys. Hit on the comment box and think, what do you think about Aishwarya's new hairstyle? I mean, it's just the same thing.
I think it's just to cover the further the rasgullas, as we say.
Come on, we all
have to cover those cheeks.
And that's the beauty of being natural and who you are. Embrace yourself just the way you are. Why is she's always covering her face, and the Botox has messed up her smile, and she has the chin protruding. Well,
I think it's the doctor who told her. It's the doctor that's given her the advice to take some time off.
She has gained weight. Yeah, she has gained weight, but if you see her, you'll only see her face from her neck. That's it. You won't see anything, and that is really sad. I mean, Lara Datta looking natural as ever. I mean, who else? I think Neha Dhupia also has gained a little weight naturally, obviously through the years, and they all look beautiful, and they're embracing it, and they're wearing lovely outfits. She comes like a matron. She comes like a nun. Neck
but I
all
think
covered, you know?
The other thing is, I think, imagine the kind of pressure she's had. Be it Lara, be it Neha, they were never touted as the world's most beautiful woman. Imagine with that constant badge to, say and keep that validating for so many years, and then suddenly you feel that you're going to lose it. People can go all the way to get this.
This is what happens, and this is what.
Pressure.
Yeah.
This is the real pressure.
Pressure. because she wants to be an image. She wants to be a certain way for what she's portraying to the media, and
because that's the only image that she has known.
She's ever shown, and she's always been plastic, and that's probably why we see Sushmita Sen having a lot of different, avatars to herself, and we love her because she's being natural everywhere. That's why Guru and I love Rekha, because she's embraced everything about every age. Every age.
Guys, do check out the latest Vogue cover magazine.
Vogue cover magazine.
Blown apart.
Fantastic. And that woman has embraced everything. She knows who she is, and whether she has wrinkles or not, she is unbelievably beautiful, and she is a diva. She's the only diva in Bollywood that is still, no one can live up to her. Nobody can, and no one can be a Rekha. And
the great part about her is, I know we're digressing a bit, but for Rekha, it's not just about the quality of art or the films that she's done. It's about her life, how she's carried herself.
Yes.
It's not that she's gone through, a clean life. There've been so many
it's been
ups
very
and
controversial.
life.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's she's
owned
being
up
an
for
Indian
everything.
woman.
Yes.
She has been there for herself, and she didn't require anybody for her to validate who she is.
Yeah.
She can be the the most. I think the other part is that she's madly in love. I think she's the epitome of the fact that you can celebrate love without having anyone. So all you singles, you don't need to get married to really experience and show that you are complete.
You don't need to go, I'm a non-conformist. I don't need to go through all the regular things where people go in life to know that they have succeeded something or, achieved something in life. You don't have to. Be yourself. Embrace your individuality. Aishwarya Rai hasn't. She doesn't know. We don't even know her real side because she's always created a persona for the media and everybody else. And this is where it gets lost, and this is where it starts looking absolutely terrible. So, all right. So, okay, guys, that was just a little message from us to share with all of y'all. Be natural, be yourself, and love yourself. And okay, so here it is, number one. So, see, we had a little break like Supranational does, long breaks. We took a little break. Okay, guys, and here it is. Number one is... Oh my God!
I just noticed you don't have Philippines in your top 15.
She was on my swimsuit. I had kept her somewhere in the swimsuit. I liked her. But no, I did not like Philippines. Oh my God! Why? Please go ahead.
So, I believe that not because of her performance or anything. I think it's a sentimental favorite or hoping or wishing, because it's another complete success story of perseverance based. She's been trying to participate in Miss Philippines 3 times, each time coming from top 5. Then she became 3rd. Last time when Miss Universe Philippines happened, she became 2nd. So each time she's been working, and this time the first time she's coming to represent Philippines on an international stage. Supranational is all about, angelic beauty, of aspirational and being inspirational. I think she lives up to that, her story of being body shamed, and the fact that she took it in her stride to become a role model to others, coming back each time stronger, improving. And if the organization crowns her, I think it'll be a win-win situation. It'll be the fact that the organization has really acknowledged the fact that they live up to their motto. They've got a role model which actually is living proof that this is what can really help women or individuals. At the same time, Philippines is a pageant fanatic country. They're going to lap it up. They're going to blow it up into exponentially, so that gets more vibes and votes. I think that's the reason, and I do believe she's worked hard on her body. If you compare herself when she came in 2020 compared to her, she's really worked on her body. She's very sweet to talk to. She's been in the top 5 of Supra chat. Individually, I didn't see anything standing out where it's a swimsuit or her evening gown. But I think it's just the sum of all these parts. From a logic and from an organization perspective, that could be good. Though her and Zimbabwe neck to neck. Zimbabwe is my number 2. So that's the reason. And a trivia
shocked.
here.
I'm actually
a
shocked.
Trivia here when trivia here, the gown that she wore here was actually what she had to wear at Miss Philippines in the final round. But eventually she wore something else. Yeah, this was the one.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw Mel Deeds. She won the black thing, and she was wearing a white one, which was closer to Oksana Fedorova. But I don't know why she didn't wear this one. But
Yes. Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
She was from which city?
Bohol.
Oh my God, she's Miss Bohol. Oh God. I think it's absolute sentimental value that you put her on this. Yeah, of course I remember Bohol. Bohol was like the strongest contender to win. And I think based on that, she has to win this because she literally won every preliminary thing in Miss Philippines, and it's now I remember her, of course. So yeah, I think for that she would be tough competition, because I think it was really horrifying when Baguio won. I love Baguio though. I loved her. She was my favorite. So I just knew she was going to win. And last time she didn't. So I think it's more of like a destiny thing.
No, it was not Baguio. It was Makati one.
Oh my God! Wait, Baguio was the one with the beautiful gown. She was corset gown. She was Bohol that won all the competitions, and Makati is the one that lost with Celeste last time, Cortesi, and then see, the thing is, okay, I'm now got it. I agree with you that she's really gone through a lot emotionally, because losing was really sad for her.
But I don't know why is she being body shamed. There's nothing, she's
who body? I think you guys need to sort yourselves out with this body shaming thing. No, everyone's body is beautiful just the way it is. Okay, whether you're fat or thin, you got stretch marks, you got surgery. I got so many surgery scars and injury scars. I love my body, okay? And you guys need to embrace it, and you have no right to judge anybody's body for anything. She is fantastic. I mean, my God, we dream of bodies like this. Why shame anybody? It's irrelevant, and they should not absorb it. And this is the thing when you're trying to maintain an image and trying to maintain something in such a platform where you have to be 100%. It takes a lot. You guys who are shaming don't even have 5% of the guts to do what these girls can do. We have been there, I've seen it, and there's no way I can do it. I mean, we fumble on, doing a recording for you guys, and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're keeping it casual. But if we have to do what these girls do on that stage with that pressure, oh my God, I would be a nervous wreck, okay? So it takes a lot, and I think we need to really respect and appreciate them, and this should really stop. And Guru and I try to make, send a message out at every episode, is to just let them be and just be normal and stop all that. She's fantastic. So yes, now I remember her, and well, I do absolutely agree she is tough competition. Zimbabwe is the strongest candidate in Supranational this year. She is the most gorgeous woman in Supermodel. I knew she was going to win. I was texting Guru, I'm like, yeah, she's going to win Supermodels from Africa, and she did. I was like, the minute it was Zimbabwe, I was like, this woman is amazing. Again, if Africa come, again, I don't know. I do see Europeans, but in Asian, if you're saying, then yep, let's see.
Imagine if there's a top three. If the top three is India, Philippines, and Zimbabwe, that's really going to tear us up.
Oh my God, dude! If that happens, wow! The post-show episode we're gonna do is gonna be fantastic, because we'll have so much to talk about once the show is over. So, but yeah. So actually, all right. So finally, Guru, do you want to change anything from your predictions for tomorrow? Any predictions you want to share?
No, but what's locked is locked in the universe, in the world, in the supranational, in the earth, in the charm. Best wishes to all the contestants. Our heart, our soul, our prayers, all with you. You've worked so hard. This journey has been something that you'll always take with you. There's going to be one winner, but there's going to be memories made for a lifetime. 20 years down the line, you're still going to see the same video of you being on that stage, and they'll bring you nice memories, smiles. So remember to smile. Remember that this is going to be etched in the chambers of time, in history. Your children, your grandchildren, they would be seeing this. Of course, if planet Earth is with us, so please take care of the planet as well. So that's another part that we really need to push in. And yes, all the very best. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Though I hope the editor does a good job. But other than that, it's going to be exciting. It's been a pleasure to connect and to see what the Supranational has in store for us. Emma, closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. Okay, guys, for my wonderful viewers, all our pageantry fans, hang in there, guys. It's going to be a very long show. So, and support everybody. And the most important thing is for all the contestants, I'm sending a lot of positive energies out for them. Just enjoy yourself. When you win or lose, have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't hold on to the stress of winning or losing. It's irrelevant. You all are fantastic. You all are putting in fantastic efforts. Special love to Pragna. I really hope you are super confident tomorrow and you do your best and you're happy with whatever the results are. So we're sending a lot of love from India to you. And and I do agree with Guru. I do wish that, these wonderful pageants that we are all so passionate about actually start bringing more awareness about the planet, because things are getting drastic, as you can see everywhere. Climate change is real, whether you want to accept it or not. I do wish that these platforms make an impact and people start listening. Maybe listen to Guru and us, maybe 1%, at least some impact, and let's do the right thing, guys. Let's be positive, let's be more tolerant towards everybody else, and let's just love each other unconditionally. So that's it. Sending you a lot of love and hugs and kisses. Mwah! See you guys.
Shukriya.
Shukriya.